2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Grizzlies first found an identity with grit and grind. As a rookie, Jaren Jackson cut his teeth alongside Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. And he said, now it's next gen, but it's still the same sort of mentality. We take defense seriously. That's our staple. And when you do that, you usually win. Guys?
They do. Great philosophy and attitude. Thanks, DA. Awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
I think we are, Kevin. I mean, obviously it was more balanced back in the day, guards and bigs. But with the three-point shot, it has really made this a guard league.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Harden out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. And for the Grizzlies, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant. And it's Bane in at the 2-guard spot. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Morant with it. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Morant against Harden. Fires from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
Taking it all the way. Harden with the flush there.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Harden. Morant against Harden. Stolen by Harden. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 8 points.
So lethal from beyond the perimeter. Harden is smart at recognizing when he should shoot from there.
Morant looking around. And finished off by Morant.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Morant against Harden. On the wing, Melton. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Melton.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And a deep 3 from Harden. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Morant. And Embiid with the block. In the corner, it's Melton. Drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. And finished off by Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Harden against Morant. In the corner, it's Melton. Bangs home the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Adams against Embiid. Six on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Adams' shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Embiid. Over Adams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Jackson. Danny Green, he's checked in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Melton.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Passes it to Harrell. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That one good for 2.
Continuing to polish his offensive skill set, Harrell's become a go-to scorer from this range.
Clark, the pass to Jones. Here's Clark with 4 seconds on the clock. Jump shot is good.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
James Harden getting it done for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
The 76ers leading by 3. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Maxey. Montrezl Harrell is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Harden in at point guard. Jones against Harris. And there's the pass to Clark. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Jones drives in. Count the basket.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Count it. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers.
And right there, you could see Tobias had made up his mind. The ability to handle the ball at his size makes him a tough matchup.
Harris against Jones. Clark left side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop. And it's Jones laying it in. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's Harden, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
That sweet lefty stroke of Harden, so sound in his mechanics, a tremendous jump shooter.
Here's Jones. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Harden inside the three-point line. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
That's tipped. Maxey passes to Harden. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Over Green. Harden missing again.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Harrell. Reed comes in for P.J. Tucker. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Embiid against Adams. And they double up Embiid. Melton feeling it out a bit, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Hey, when you watch Dylan Brooks play, he's got some sandpaper to his game. Not shy about trading elbows.
I love those guys. You need these guys to win in this league. Willing to take the defensive challenge and put their bodies on the line to get stops.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Embiid's shot is good.
And this coaching staff loves to see that kind of aggression from Embiid. No hesitation on the jump shot. That's the mentality they want out of a big man.
Here's Morant, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And here's Maxey. He feeds it to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Jackson misses. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And the rejection by Jackson. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And it's Melton with the rebound. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers lead by 8. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. And they followed along. So, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Sixers?
Well, we know the coach is happy. Steady start to the night for them. They're not wasting possession. They built a nice lead. They continue to limit their turnovers. They're going to be tough to beat, Ernie.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, it's never fun. You're playing this team on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get...
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Embiid drives in. Here's Melton. Hits it from three-point range. Melton's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
The deep three from Harden. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Bane. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Embiid with the block. Now, here's Thibault. Brooks covering. Harden outside. Lets the three fly. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 13.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Harden's shot is good.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Jackson. Danny Green, he's checked in for Bane. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Harrell's checked in.
The way Brooks gets by people, he varies the pace of his dribble to keep you guessing.
The 76ers leading by 13. Harden scanning the floor. From deep three-point range. And Jones pulls it down. Pass to Clark. Brooks outside. Takes it inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams has checked in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Milton. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Jones.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Harden against Jones. From deep. Harden can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Green. Picked him clean. Now the 76ers on the break. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 21.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
They'll double him with Arrow. And the basket by Jones.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. From 13 feet, it goes down.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And slam dunk by Clark.
And this is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Outside, Jones. The kick out to Williams. Memphis moving that ball around. Jones in the post, guarded by Tucker. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
From deep three-point range, not going to go that time. And so it's Philadelphia looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Harden in at point. Now Morant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Harden way outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now here's Brooks. Driving inside.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Down low. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Bane passes to Morant. Over Harden. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Hard to overstate Morant's shooting ability. It just comes natural to him.
And a deep three from Harden. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 26 points. Here's Morant. And no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Adams against Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 14. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Morant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And haven't done as much damage inside as they did the first half, but they should not get away from that. They can still put pressure on the D if they pound it inside.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey.
You know, in most NBA drafts, John Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
And Embiid with the block. Jackson passes to Brooks, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Brooks. Morant outside. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. A beautiful reverse layup. Morant's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Harden draws the double. On the wing, Harris. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Count that one.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Morant drives in. Jackson trying to break free. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Morant. Another shot. Shot clock at 5. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Embiid, the pass to Harden. Harden draws the double. Thybulle on the wing. Deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Morant. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For James Harden.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Passes to Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention, got his teammate a clean look.
Harden outside. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from opponents over the years. What do you enjoy about that back-and-forth challenge?
Just every single game I'm trying to figure out what they're doing and how can I be aggressive and attack it. You know, I love playing a game of basketball. I love, being crafty and just trying to compete at a high level every single night. It takes a lot, but I'm built for it, and I'm going to just continue to keep going.
Well, you won the chess match tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.